So on this fretboard here, the Lydian, which is E4, it's an E-shaped fourth. That means I can play a E-shaped pentatonic scale from this 4 and the Lydian fourth arpeggio, cage-bound arpeggio in the E cage. Okay, so now it's considered, usually it's considered the C cage. Okay? Because in cage we consider the open cage, you know, the first 4 frets as the C cage. And this is the 4th of that and the 5th of it, so it's 1, 4, 5. So you play that. I always go back to the second, to the top note, but 4, 5, 6, root 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, root 2, 4, 5. Try it again. 4, 5, 6, root 2, 4, 5, 6, root 2, 4, 5. Now I'll show you how that's done. Okay, voila, here's how it's done. Here's the stack of 3 long pattern, and here's the stack of 2 long pattern. The reason why this is long is because it includes the 7 and the 4. Okay, but for pentatonic it's going to look like this. Okay, so this will be the stack of 3 short. I didn't change the L. So what it is the stack of 3 short and the stack of 3 long just go on top of one another. Okay, so that's how that stacks up like that. Alright, so this is how they stack up. If you have the 7, it's easier. So this is the pattern. This will pretty much take us up there. Pretty much, but not necessarily. So I think we're going to have to add one more. Okay. And that's going to come over here. Like that. Alright. Now we can start it. So from the 4, here's the 4. These are the 2 patterns that we're building to make that pentatonic scale. 4, 5. Then we have to go over for the 6 to the root. Root to the 2 to the 4. Okay, but wait, it's a G shape. We're playing a G shape here, right? Oh, we're starting the 4 pattern. So it's 4, 5, 6 to the root. Okay. Now we should have a 2 to the 4 there. All right, we don't have that. Why is that? Okay, hang on. Why do we not? Whoa. No. Yeah, we've got to have our 4 here. Because if you think about it, if I try to cage shape from B flat, okay, if you didn't line it up with root, calling root the B flat, then you wouldn't have a 6 flat on this pattern. This pattern doesn't change. I mean, it's safe to just stay with the regular S2L, S3L, which has the 4 and the 7. That way you've got your total diatonic. I don't usually apply it to the 4th. Cage doesn't have a 4th or a 7th. It's a pentatonic. But it works. It works on anything, any scale member. It just so happens that the 4th is E-shaped. So we need the 4th in the diagram. That's the first time I've ever seen that. So again, we got 4, 5, 6 root. So it's 4, 5, 6 root, 2, 4. Okay. and then we go into 5 6 root 2. Okay, and then another 4 5 from another one of these guys on top, and it's going to have to be warped over, of course. Hopefully I'll get that right, like that, something like that. Let's see if we got that right. Root goes to 4, perfect third. So that's the pattern there. All right. Oh, I was supposed to copy that, not cut it. So there you go. There you go. That's how I built the pentatonic there, for people who want to know that. All right. I had to reload the chart because I did so many little edits there that the back button couldn't remember. So I had to reload the chart. Here we are. So we got this E-shaped 4, okay, and in this case, I'll tell you, from now on, it would be better to, deal with the S3Ls instead of the S2Ls. That means, and it's a lot easier to stack the patterns. It is. Okay, I just brought this chart up for the fun of it. So this is the two patterns we were dealing with, and this is how to stack them. They just go one on top of the other. It's better to deal with the 7 and the 4. The reason why I did the S2L is because when you're learning pentatonic scales, like the D scale starts with just 2 3 5 6 root 2. But you better believe the 4th and the 7th are part of that scale, that Dorian scale. See, Dorian is a minor, and you go up one pentatonic scale, you get E major shaped. So that's the major that's going to be formed there. The major shape that owns Dorian is E shaped. So the D minor shaped is kind of owned by the C shaped C. Okay, which is one pentatonic scale up, even though it's one cage down, because it's always backwards. That's the fun part. It's never not backwards, So as you go down in the cages, down the neck, you're going up in pentatonic. So when you're in the D box here, you go down to a C, an E shape. E's up one from there. I had to do one of those other patterns. Anyway, so this is the pattern. They stack on top of each other easier if you add the 4th and the 7 tabs. They're like the Barbie tabs. Cut it out and tab it onto the figure. So here's your S3S. Now, this is saying S3S, but that's wrong. It's S3L now. So the names are getting mixed up, but this is what it is. Stack this one on top here. So we start on the 4 here. We went 4 5 6 root 2 4 5 6 root 2 4 5. Okay. The problem is where we are here, the root 2 4 5 warped over. So there's your 5 6, your R2, and your 4 5 right there. They warped over with the warp, but they were over here to make a perfect square there.